under the guise of tolerance, we have just totally disregarded the truth. And as a friend, the best thing you can do is be honest with your friends, right? And you have all these people say, do I look like one? You go, no, dude, you look like a man. I'm sorry, you are a guy. And speaking of Disney, this is something that has been an ongoing issue at Disney over the last little bit. And we're going to talk specifically about this influencer here, Mally. Do you want to give us a little bit of background on this person? What's her name? What his name? The dude's name? Lily Tino or what?
His name is Nick Contino, but he asks people to call him Lily because he's cosplaying as a woman.
Okay, so Nick goes to that. He's gained notoriety for going around and being, quote, misgendered by people. Right? He goes to these restaurants.
He's a live streamer on TikTok. His favorite thing is to go to public places and talk about that in public.
Yes. Now, one of the things that Nick has done recently is gone around to Walt Disney World and actually raided all of the women's bathrooms. Yeah. Which is
creepy.
Really creepy.
Insane.
Because women totally do that. Right, guys?
Exactly. So he's totally misunderstanding what it is to be a woman. What woman goes
womanhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wild.
And you can see here, going through and rating, these are all very feminine faces that you'd expect. Like this looks like somebody who, like, this thumbs up here, like total dude bro over here.
He might as well be holding a fish by the lake. Like that was the most bro photo.
So here is Nick making his way around, very impressed by some of the restrooms while making everybody incredibly uncomfortable about this. Did you hear about, there's one in particular here where there is somebody's face that is blurred out in the background or edited. Did you hear about this, Mally?
Yeah.
Yes. This one right here. This one in the background, which is where a little bit of controversy has popped up. Mally, what do you know about this?
Oh. I know that Disney World is not the first place he pulled these stunts. It is the first place he pulled the bathroom stunt, but he has been describing his fucking gross ass trans surgeries in public using food in kids' spaces for a while now. This is just the one that actually got the internet's attention. Yeah, oh yeah, he used like a candy marshmallow stick and like a corn dog or whatever the fuck. And he was like, oh yeah, this is what they're trying to do to my marshmallow stick. And he's like disgustingly descriptively explaining it around kids. Besides that, though, I know that this girl decided to go out and announce that she was not only completely violated by it, she was hysterical in her video, saying that she was completely violated, had no idea that she was being filmed, and she's pursuing him legally.
Yes. Good. Pursuing legal action as taking pictures inside of the restroom, first and foremost, should never be done, period.
No.
Let alone just the idea for content on whatever. Nicholas Sylvan Cantino, known online as Lily Tino, has over 400,000 followers across social media.
Why would you follow him?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's some 400,000 sickos.
Yes.
They should investigate all 400,000 people.
Yep.
The most popular video is this video here on TikTok. We'll just kind of see this.
Yeah.
He's having a
she her.
Hey, she her. All right, just letting you know.
Rush and panic to correct that.
Right.
But it was not all good.
I use she her pronouns. I'm not sir. Yeah, like it's like a knife in the heart. I did specifically ask ahead of time not to be called sir. Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Look at his freaking
the narcissistic behavior.
His belly, which lacks boobs and everything. Like, ew.
Okay. The Sweetwater starts at
for this. He's well known for going to restaurants and making a scene. People have described him in multiple places. There were restaurant managers and people who made videos or anonymously came forward to tell their story however they did, and the news came out that like he walks into restaurants and like half the time he'll just pick his own seat. Like, he doesn't wait to be seated. He'll pick his own seat because he wants the best lighting and he wants the best seating for his live stream. And then if they try to move him or if they try to go up to him, which they hesitantly do because they know what he's going to pull, they go up and they're like, sir, we have this table reserved for a party or whatever have you. They have a reason to ask him to move. Hey, sir, you're being kind of loud. They've asked him that a couple times. And of course, he pulls the, oh, it's because I'm trans. And then it's the, well, fine, I'll just move over here and moves himself somewhere else. He is the most disrespectful, abhorrent restaurant guest that I think anybody ever has. And that's not even touching on the Disney World stuff he did.
Well, just for a point of reference, this is what Nick looked like before. Just looks like
He looks like an average dude.
a flamboyant average
Looks like
dude.
Seth Rogen kind of.
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But now this guy's in issues here because the Florida statute states that whether public or private as a place with a reasonable expectation of privacy regarding someone undressing or using the facilities without consent is explicitly forbidden, and penalties can include up to 5 years in prison. So
and also there's an entire petition thing going on TikTok of them trying to get him banned from Disney parks because not only is it a Florida statute, it is also against Disney policy to take pictures in the bathrooms.
Oh yeah, banned.
Good.
Immediately.
So,
Wow. Yeah, so 5 years maximum if he is convicted here. And one woman caught up with the photograph, recognized herself in the post and revealed that she was planning to seek legal advice regarding the upload because she didn't know what else was taken without her permission and what was supposed to be a private area where she can feel safe. The user has since had to make their account private because of the psychos who go after them.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yes. Another TikTok user by the name of Caitlin Foster said that Cantino had been entering the women's bathrooms in Disney World for a number of years and that she had personally seen him a few years ago with her daughter. So she stuck out, obviously, who began transitioning in 2022, says Cantino stood out like a sore thumb. Oh, you think?
You really?
You think?
What could have called that? Jesus.
And then women were noticeably disturbed by his presence.
Yeah.
Yes. So as he was doing a lot of observing.
What
That's
woman wants to go to the bathroom with this
He's
monster?
doing a lot of observing while he's in there.
Yeah.
So Nick now has responded to this. Have you seen the response that Nick has said?
I heard it was out. I didn't watch it. No.
Okay, good. Well, we're going to check this out here. Let's go and see the 1 minute video. Oh, with the look at how freaking narcissistic.
I want to be here anymore. Oh my god! I didn't even realize that.
I was just about to tell you the reason I haven't seen this video is because I normally have to kind of mentally and emotionally prepare myself to see things like this because it's just that awful. And man, you fucking proved my point, dude.
Wow.
Apparently, the other thing about his trip to Disney World was he stood up to pee in the women's bathroom.
Yeah, that totally screams mommy. Ew.
It's kind of weird. I'm like, what
guy wants to wear a t-shirt that says mommy on it? Seriously, chat, let me know. Have you ever had the desire to be like, let me get that t-shirt that says mommy written on it? What?
This is totally a fetish. Totally a disgusting fetish.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, let's see what how they could possibly defend this.
Those Disney bathroom selfies got y'all real upset, huh? Saying, oh, Lily, you can't take selfies in the bathroom. It's not appropriate. Well, let me remind you that literally every celebrity you've ever enjoyed on screen has at one point taken a bathroom selfie. For example, and it's not just celebrities. Any woman you ever meet has likely taken a photo in a public bathroom. Why, you ask? Because we look cute and we want to document it. So
we?
I'm sorry, yeah, we is the first thing. The second thing is every one of those photos you just showed is a woman by herself!
Exactly! There's no one there!
Right! What example are you making?
Oh.
I am floored, utterly flabbergasted.
He thinks he looks cute.
What a narcissistic asshole.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
I would be terrified standing next to this guy anywhere. Like in a Costco line, I'll be like, please don't come near me at all. Like, oh, he screams like
what?
He screams scary like perp. Like he's gonna come for you.
There
You
ain't
know?
nothing cute about this.
Yikes.
But what is different about me that I'm not allowed to take bathroom selfies? The easy
Your
answer
penis!
here is
That's what it is! It's your penis!
That's right.
Bro.
You're dingling, dog. Just gonna throw it out there.
oh, Lily, you're a trans woman, so you get held to a different standard. And that is true. But people judge trans women differently depending on how well they pass. If you pass, that means you don't look trans. I know that I don't pass. Trust me, I know. But passing privilege is a real thing.
You could try to pass. You could try to behave. You could try to act like a normal person in society, but you choose not to because you're a narcissistic piece of shit.
He said privilege like it's something that's bestowed upon you without his effort. He really said that like that's like something that you don't have control over.
I said this before on the show. There's nothing worse than a narcissistic victim. And what this person has done is created a victimhood narrative where not only are they a victim because they're trans, but they're also a victim. They're more so a victim because they're not a passing trans person, right? So we're going to keep on whittling down, making sure you win the oppression Olympics that you decided to compete in, right? That's the most amazing thing about this whole thing is, wow, like, this has to stop. This has to stop. And I hope that this girl throws the book at this dude.
Oh yeah.
And he ends up in jail because this should be done.
Yeah.
Mally, you seem pretty pissed about this. You should. I don't want to tell you how you feel, but it definitely.
No, but I mean, yeah, no, I'm livid. The fact that this is allowed, the fact that people are following him, the fact that he still has a platform. There are people currently trying to get him banned off TikTok. There are people trying to get him banned from Disney. There are people trying to get him arrested. All of these responses are valid because what this is a severely mentally deluded man who finds it appropriate to act on his deeply rooted, disgusting fetish on women. And it's fucking sick. I mean, there's a lot of liberals right now because the thing about this Nick situation is that he's pissed off both sides. Both sides are recognizing, at least a lot of the ones I've seen on my TikTok For You page, are a lot of liberals being like, that maybe they appropriately gender him or whatever he wants, but they crack down on the this isn't okay part, and they are very much against it. They then proceed to explain. This is a lot of liberals. I've seen at least 5 to 10 videos of this, different videos. They are under the belief right now that he is a plant. That he was a plant by the conservatives, at least this is what some of them have said, to make us hate trans people, because that's what his goal is.
Because he's such a ridiculously bad stereotype. Is that the idea?
Yeah, people are saying he's rage bait. He is conservatively planted rage bait for trans people, that he was a plant to make us hate the trans community, that he does not represent the majority.
Wow.
That's what they're saying right now.
Wow.
That's
they are really so under the belief that it couldn't possibly be as a result of their delusional, fucked up messages they've been sending for years now. That could be a result of that. They don't believe it. They think that we are the evil side that has sent in a pawn to mock trans people. That is so out of this world made up. It takes a nutso liberal to come up with a story like that.
That's wild.
Yeah. So that's what we are. We apparently planted Lily Tino. Apparently, he's not a real person of his own. Apparently, the conservatives planted him.
The amount of gaslighting right there is I mean, it's next level. Yeah. Absolute next level.
Oh, funny. Somebody I wanted to comment. Somebody said, funny, no one said Dylan was a plant. Actually, that's what they're coming out residually now and saying. Yeah. They're actually using Lily as a bridge to make all that make sense. It's funny you brought that up because, yeah, I actually saw that. They said, Dylan. They said, like, they associated it with him. I was like, whoa. We're not going to just go roping a whole nother bitch into this. Both of these assholes are mentally deluded men. That's not a plant. That's a fact.
Well, but Mally, how dare you? How dare you assume that this is a man? Listen, I only know women who walk like this.
Like Jesus.
Jesus.
Someone put
Christ.
Frankie Valli's "Walk Like a Man" over this, and it was the best.
Oh my god, like unbelievable. It's
Yeah.
just
'Cause
such a
Dude.
lonely
No,
dude
I
walking.
promise you, I've never seen a woman with a gait that large and structured.
Exactly.
I mean, he's walking like a full-on Lego man. Like,
yeah. He's waddling.
Oh wow. I do
you know
want to
what?
see.
You know what? Why are we judging? He might be pregnant.
Oh, that's a good
All
point.
right.
That's a good point. He's gonna have a poop baby by the time he is leaving the.
I mean, we do
the
watch him eat food
restaurant.
all the time. He's got a food baby.
Ew.
Oh my god! All right, I do want to see the rest of his bizarre narcissistic response here.
10 seconds. Okay.
Pass. Trust me, I know. But passing privilege is a real thing. There are some trans women out there who, no matter how hard they try, will never be able to pass. Do those trans women deserve to be treated differently? No.
Yes.
They should.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say yes. You should.
I'm sorry.
The
so-
real ones are like Blair White, who literally go through surgery and everything, right?
well, no, she's not real. She
No,
ain't-
like the trans. I'm saying like the
Blair
actual...
White ain't real. All right, just like
No,
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 Blair White,
he
in
went
my
through the
opinion-
surgeries and everything.
Yeah, in my opinion, trans people, trans individuals that are like Blair White, that go through all of the, and it is admittedly hell and back to transition your body, you know, to be in that state that you want it to be. First of all, right on to you. If that's really what you want and you're truly happier this way, good for you. But also, I'm pretty sure Blair does not openly say, I am a woman, I am a biological woman, and like force
Yeah,
that on people.
Never.
I think
I've never.
this whole thing is amazing to me because, like I said, I've said this all along. I don't like if you're an adult, you do what you want, right? It doesn't mean I can't laugh at you, right? And until you like honestly, that's the most amazing thing about this is under the guise of tolerance, we have just totally disregarded the truth. And as a friend, the best thing you can do is be honest with your friends, right? And you have all these people say, do I look like one? You go, no, dude, you look like a man. I'm sorry, you are a guy. And I have known trans people. I used to work with a trans person back at Game Attack, and it was no big deal, and it's not. I don't care. You live your life how you want to live. The issue I have is when you mess with women, real women, and you mess with kids, right? And in this case, you're doing both. I have serious issues with that.
Yep.
So yeah, like throw the book at this dude. I hope he does get 5 years in jail. 1000%.
Notice how most of the internet didn't bother this guy when he was just going to restaurants. And I'm not saying that's good either. But when he wasn't in a kid space, when he was just going to restaurants and being the weird guy sitting in the corner, we've all ignored that guy. Okay. And yes, he was getting attention online, negative attention. But Nick did not get the world's attention the way he did with this bathroom video. That is so undeniably, and as you've seen by both sides actually agreeing, wrong. Like, so incredibly wrong.
No woman looks at the mirror and does the finger points.
Yeah,
like it's like, yo, what's up?
No.
That's
Look at his hands.
toes.
Look at his hands. They're massive.
Yeah.
It's ma'am. Although I do want to say that chat's saying that Blair White never got bottom surgery. So
Yeah, that chat is saying that. And also, like, it's another image of how, like, falsely women are portrayed. Because Nick went in there wearing crop tops and teeny tiny shorts and,
stereotyping.
like, not maintaining themselves. Like, it just pisses me off. The image of women is so misconstrued. It's like, oh, if I just wear heels and makeup and frilly dresses and I attempt, you know, if I butcher an attempt to be pretty, like, then maybe I can force people to call me a woman.
Well, it's definitely it's ma'am situation here.
Giving that. Mhm.
Right. Speaking of it being it's ma'am situation, Mally, I'd like to thank you for your Photoshop that you sent over during the show. If you guys just joining, Blabs tried to burn me here early in the show. She said, feel free to Photoshop Craig's phone as it's a horrible picture and it's mostly of her.
Awful.
So
Did
I
my
just said,
best.
hey, why don't you feel free to Photoshop the mic that's directly
That's
in
just
front of
mean,
Blabs'
bro.
mouth, right? I haven't looked at them yet. We'll need to look at them later. Probably can't do it on stream, but
Probably
I
not.
did see Mally. Thanks so much, Mally,
Yeah.
for sending this over.
You're welcome.
That's really nice of you, and
Oh, look at the bracelets too.
I think it's the bracelets that I really appreciate.
That's hilarious.
I'm celebrating your gayness, Blabs.
I know it's your gayness. I got no gayness on me, man. That's all you. Hi, man.
You look incredibly gay today.
What do you mean? Like happy?
You need a few more colors to the rainbow, and you flush it out.
Why? Because I got purple and orange. I'm like a starburst.
Wow. Just saying,
You
already got a
do
couple
have
of
more colors on you than she does today.
me.
You do? Look at your
Look
shirt.
at your
black.
shirt.
Oh, these
Shirt.
aren't main colors. These are just accents. They're Street Fighter characters. How much less gay can you get? Just saying. It's Street Fighter. It's the ultimate in man.
Mhm.
Just saying. It's ridiculous.
Gay deniability.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like a lot of copium.
Game Hunter came in and says, in some possible reality, if Sony was making a comeback with Concord, it's only being sold in California. Sony would sell Concord popcorn buckets in theaters. Craig would go dire wolf made. Yes, I would definitely make an effort to get the Concord popcorn bucket. Flying Nanook says, what pees me off is that this person wants to go into spaces where moms are taking their daughters. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, there was the giant thread that obviously we can't get into because it's so long, but it eloquently explains how like being in the bathroom with like young girls who get their first periods or stuff like that, they're terrified, right? So to be around a dude when all this is happening, like it's terrifying. No. The bathrooms are like a safe space, basically. And like, you're just bringing in this butch Hulk thing to come in and like harass people and take pictures. Like, no, get fucked, dude. No way.
The only time that men are okay to go into the bathroom is when they are taking their very young little girls in there, and every woman is okay with that.
Yep.
Supergirl Andy says, as a trans woman, he makes me sick by what he does. I don't care what people refer to me as, and I know I'll never actually be a woman. And I'll never force it and want to ensure. There's probably more to that. But thank you for that.
Thank you, Andy.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you. Should be it.
I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad we're not the only ones.
Ensure
here.
people are comfortable. There you go.
There you go. Let's go. That's all. That's what it's about. It's not about you. It needs to be about everybody else. You live by these societal standards. Oh, good. Solid take. Maria says, I'm calling it. Soon there will be a war between trans people who quote pass and those who don't. They are going to turn on each other.
Yeah.
And the best condiment is Japanese mayo.
Listen, they constantly turn on each other all the time, right? For every little conversation in the left, it's always turning on each other. They eat each other. Yeah, no, it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Crumb says, sticking feathers up your ass doesn't make you a chicken.
Well said, Crumbs.
Mm-hmm. That's right. This guy's clearly trying to go for the It's Ma'am award and teach it and needs help to be reminded that he's a man and not a woman and not uplifting trans people at all, right? And I think that's going with what Andy was saying, right? Like, that's got to make you feel really bad. It's got to it's got to be embarrassing. If it's embarrassing for you, how do you think it makes the women in the bathroom feel? Yeah, It's crazy. We're growing. We're growing. Grow with us. Hit that subscribe button. Don't make it weird. Not like that. That's weird.